In the silence of the night, a bus full of guests was passing by, including the bride and groom. Rajesh was looking at his bride Nandini with great love, when suddenly the driver stopped the bus. "Hey, let's stop the bus here for 2 hours. The area ahead is of a soul who is going to get married to a new couple." "Hey, stop your nonsense. Do you still believe in those 80 to 90 years old, stupid things? Drive the bus, we can't stay here." The driver started the bus. The bus was going a little far, when suddenly the bus started to hear the screams of all the people. "Hey, what happened to Nandini? She is not well, she is not well." The screams of the people started to come. "Hey, what happened to Nandini? She has taken away my daughter's heart." "Oh, my son." As soon as the driver turned around, Nandini was standing in front of him like a witch. The driver screamed in fear. "Hey, I had told you not to do that. The soul of that witch has taken over her body." Nandini's face was completely black. Her eyes were completely white. She was holding Rajesh's heart. And Rajesh was lying in a blood-stained grave. Suddenly the balance of the bus was disturbed. And the bus was standing in a ditch. The mystery of the soul of the murdered bride is 90 years old. This is from 1932. In a village of Maharashtra, there was a happy atmosphere in a family. The son of that family, Nitin, was married today. The boy's mother, Vimla Devi, was very happy. "My Nitin is so lucky. The bride's family has also given dowry." Then the noise from inside the house was raised. "Hey, call a doctor quickly. The daughter-in-law has taken poison." In a moment, the atmosphere of happiness disappeared. The poison had spread all over the bride's body. The bride folded her hands and said with great difficulty, "I have been forced to marry. I consider someone else as my husband. That's why I took poison." The bride said this and died. An old man in the village advised the boy's father, Ram Dayal, "If the British police get the news of this incident, it will be very bad. It would be better if you do the last rites of the bride." Suddenly the news was received that the British police car has come to the village. Seeing his family in trouble, Nitin dug the room inside the house and buried his wife's body in the raw floor. By then the British police arrived there. "Hey, what are you doing here?" "Nothing, sir. The young son of this house has fallen ill. We came to see him." "Where is he? Show us." The British police entered the house. But the boy's father Ram Dayal saw him. He said immediately, "My father, my son is sick. Don't tell him." Here Nitin had buried his wife. Suddenly a bright line came out of the ground. And the room was lit, and that light took the form of his wife. Suddenly long teeth began to protrude on both sides of his red lips. The color of his eye pupils had also changed. The pupil of the eye had become shiny white. She had turned into a witch. And she spoke in a terrible, hoarse voice. "You are the reason for my death. Because of you I had to eat poison and commit suicide. You are dead. How is this possible? How did she know that you didn't want to marry me? Forgive me. I am not at fault. You still made a mistake." "What mistake?" "To escape the British police. Instead of cremating my body, you buried it in the ground." The witch who had become the soul of the bride. She buried her long teeth in her neck. Nitin's mother. "I think Nitin is not well." Nitin's mother Vimla Devi was sad and told her husband, the man who has not even been married for 24 hours, and his wife commits suicide. What must be happening to him? That's why I am thinking, I will call him out of that closed room. I want to ask about my daughter-in-law's body. Then the walls of the house trembled with Nitin's scream. This scream is of my son. Vimla Devi and Ram Dayal ran to that room where Nitin used to sleep. Nitin, open the door. What happened to my son? Here the witch who had become the bride. She drank the blood of Nitin's body. She tore his heart with her nails. She snatched his heart and ate it. As soon as the heart came out of the chest, Nitin died. Suddenly the door opened. Seeing the corpse of her son lying in front, Vimla fell unconscious, and in front of Ram Dayal, the witch who had become the bride was standing. You all will die. What did my son do to you? Leave my wife. But the murderous bride, in Ram Dayal's chest, she attacked him with her nails. And she ate his heart. Hearing Ram Dayal scream, his wife woke up unconscious. She did the same to Vimla. After this incident, there was silence in that house. And the death of the villagers started. The villagers were terrified. The villagers went to the chief. Do something, chief. The witch will kill the entire village. You are right. I know a sorcerer. Let's go to him. Nitin's wife's corpse is still buried in that house. Until the death of her son, she will be wandering. Remember, after a few days, the witch will kill the entire village. What are you saying? I am right. That soul is so powerful that she doesn't have any problem in the day. I can see with my magical power. She can send the new moon out of the village. You are very worried. Don't you have any solution? How can I do it alone? Don't worry. The villagers are ready for this. Come with some brave people at night. At night, take the torch in your hands and go to the sorcerer. He put the garland of enchanted pearls and said, no one should be afraid of that trouble. Keep the God in your heart. We will be successful today. Come. The villagers stood at the door and took the torch in 2 rooms. Dig from here. As soon as they picked up the torch, the light from the room was shining on them, and the smell was getting worse. Put the oil in the can on the corpse. Suddenly the soul of the bride, that is witch, came in front of the sorcerer. Seeing her scary face, there was a commotion. Only the chief dared to stand there. What do you think? You will be successful in your goal. Sorcerer, how dare you? You came here with the villagers. Get ready to die. I will eat your heart today. The witch took a big bite and put it in the chest of the sorcerer and ate his heart. The sorcerer died there. But the village chief, he put the oil in the can and lit it. The witch was suffering and disappeared. It is said that her soul is wandering in the desert, even today at night. No new bride goes to the village, and the one who goes, the soul takes over her body, and the result is death.